Hey guys, it's me, Phoenix. It is our birthday month, and I know I've been MIA, and I want to say I feel like I've cheated on you guys, but I needed to say happy birthday. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I thank you so much for rocking with me, for understanding that we go through it a lot, and up and down emotions, things like that. As cancers, we have to unlearn to relearn. We have to figure things out. But I want to say, for the most part, thank you guys for rocking with me and having my six. Mina have my back. And again, going back to why I started this channel is because we give our light to people who don't really deserve that. And so, therefore, we have to figure out how to re-energize and how to do things over and not to take things personally, and that is what I focus my channel on. So you guys, this is a really good read that you guys can look forward to. It's about um, relearning and unlearning to relearn. So I hope this finds you in a good space. If I missed your birthday, happy birthday. It is the beginning of July, the first week of July. And I just want to say that while I have been on in hermit mode, literally, I've been thinking about you guys. I've been sending strength and healing to you guys, and I'm still here. And I got your six, and I'll be back. I have a couple more months of school, and then I make a decision to move forward to a bigger level than what I've been at. And this year was a year of completion for me, and that is what I'm doing, is completing a lot of things that I've always put on the back burner. And there you have it. My energy has been up and down. And again, I just want to say happy birthday to everyone. I love you, and stay tuned for the read. Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are here to do a general read to see where your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts you get rock with me, got my six, me to have my back because I have yours. I have been gone for a minute, and it is all within due timing of me having to do things and take care of things unexpectedly. And so there you have it. You guys, if you rock with me and you got my six, you'll understand. You know that this has been a heavy time for all of our signs when it comes to love, when it comes to living, when it comes to just the things, the matters of the heart, and just in general, you taking care of yourself. That card tried to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. The card is the Golden Mirror. So it's a reflection. It's like dealing with narcissistic type energies. It's like dealing with people that are self-absorbed, one-sided issues, one-sided situations when it comes to love. And so you basically have to practice and learn how to love yourself. And sometimes you have to take a moment and deal with yourself and be able to make the decisions that yeah, when it comes to long-term decisions, it says weddings here. It says soul connections and everlasting love. Hopefully in the background you don't hear twinkle twinkle Nala. Hold on one second, mirror. And we have death in reverse. Yeah. So endings bring new beginnings, and we have paradise here at the bottom of the deck. So paradise is where you are when it comes to your happiness, your inner conscious. And it says honeymoon phase. Like paradise is feeling some type of way, but you're not letting those things affect you. Mirroring is you having self reflection when it comes to the golden mirror. Again, one sided situations, being unsure about if this is ever going to change, or if there's going to be everlasting love, which is here, and it's like soul connection. So you are trying to figure out what it is that you need to do to feel like paradise. That comes up to me when it comes to I don't know if you guys are of a particular age, but A Marie has that song. It's just like paradise. And so that's the energy that you are in when it comes to dealing with your emotions internally, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And this could be with a job, it could be with love, it could be with a situationship, it can be with anything, but you have to know how to navigate through that and how to feel in order to get out of these types of situations, which are one sided, feeling some type of way, taking things personally based upon how you really know a person reacts or acts within their own realm. You can't take it personally. You have to know that it's on them. I always tell you guys that Drika, Kevin Gates' wife, says they're not hurting me, they're hurting myself. So, I mean, hurting themselves. So, if it's a situation when it comes to somebody love bombing you or making you feel like it's a honeymoon phase, you know how deep and intense, look at that, how deep and intense certain things are when it comes to certain people, twin flames wanting to rekindle the allure and true love. And it says deep, it says, look deep within and discover a soul's purpose in the relationship. What is the soul's purpose? What is the universe trying to teach you when it comes to this intense emotion? When it comes to having the honeymoon phases, always feeling like that back and forth brings back the honeymoon phases, and you're just kind of tired of dealing with those situations. Yeah, so I just feel like you're questioning, or someone is questioning, to rekindle, or you're thinking about it in the back of your mind when it comes to now you're at a situation to where you're not going to allow anybody to take your joy. But again, you have to, it says, consider this situation carefully. You have to consider if this is worth rekindling, or if it's even worth starting to think about again, because you got to a situation to where you weren't thinking about this, or it was in the back of your mind. You were able to move forward, but now something is, I was going to say resurrecting, but something is resurfacing when it comes to you reflecting and your inner wounds. And now this is the last thing that you have to deal with. And so it's like, yeah, you know that this is one-sided toxic energy, narcissistic energy. And so the mirroring thing is like, be careful what you look at when it comes to the mirror. Are you mirroring this situation, or is it something that you're ready to deal with? And I think out of everything of you working on yourself, this is the last thing, yeah, that yeah, it says considering, it says consider foolish and hesitant. Yeah, this is the last thing that you're hesitant on dealing with, because this was such a deep energy for you that made you look at things in a different perspective, that made you like respectfully dumb yourself down, um, and emotionally deal with uh, things that you wouldn't normally deal with, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, the allure is like, yeah, if there's a rekindling of a situation, remember how it broke you, and remember the round and round thing and how it consumed you. It says consummation, it says success and end, why you went into an ending, because it was causing you to daydream and not really think about how your day-to-day task, only think about this twin flame type energy. It says twin flames themselves can contain an aspect of each other's personality. So again, this is a situation to where it was so deep for you that this was something that you were foolish over. And it's okay, respectfully, we all have to learn when it comes to one-sided situations. We have to learn that everything is not going to bring wedding bells. And the mirroring thing of the twin flame, it says mirroring each other, self reflection, introspection, inner wounds. And then it has it in the reverse, death in the reverse, which is endings that bring new beginnings. But at some point here, with the death being in reverse, it just makes me feel like um, you're not ready to really in this, or really to deal with this situation. And so it says sober, remote, and refuge. And then it says intense. It says this intensity of this true soul connection includes highs and lows. And so that is a twin flame energy. And so again, you've tackled everything else. And the only thing that's keeping you stagnant is this situationship. And that's kind of how I see that. So sometimes you just have to take a moment and to just kind of pull back and try to figure out what it is, because sober to me means that this is a toxic energy, and the death being in the reverse, and you feeling foolish and knowing, it says enterprising spirit and pursuit of achievements. You're achieving things, but at the same time, this still energy is the only energy that keeps you disappointed, broken. It says disillusioned, and I have my lights off. Disillusionment and heartbreak. This is the only thing that has caused you heartbreak, and so everything else is a walk in the park. This thing here, which you consider as true love, um, will come back to you, back and forth, around, right? Um, Ending and beginnings, but it's the only thing that has been able to break you. And it's an intense connection that you have with this person. But again, once you learn how to get into a point to where you're respecting yourself, and you know that you're not willing to deal with any one-sided relationships. That's why the death comes in the reverse, because you have an ultimatum. You have something that you can say yes or no, or maybe so too, but you have to be able to make those decisions for yourself. Well, as I said earlier, happy birthday to you guys. We are cancers, and we always have a lot going on. We always have to mentally, spiritually, and emotionally decompress. That is where I've been, and I don't think that you guys should understand that. I feel like I've been cheating on you guys because I've been away, but that is just somehow, some way I have to decompress. I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, yeah, Empress energy, seeing the beauty in each situation. But the thing is that I'm not going to lie and make things more than what they aren't, or I'm just that's just how I decompress. And as of everything that I have going on, eight of cups energy, instead of walking away, I have to understand the beauty in certain situations, and we all do, and understand that you have to be able to know when to hold them, to fold them, and also to be able to walk away, or to realize that your power comes with your strength. And that is when it comes to you rekindling and making a decision, instead of just steady daydreaming about them and feeling intense and broken. The only thing that you are able to do is to look at things in a different perspective. Hierophant energy, unlearn to relearn. Also with the page of swords energy, this is you having clarity, but with the Page of Swords, it's just you having new ideas and having a thirst for more, and seeing and trying to figure out with clarity if you're able to do something. Yeah, Ace of Swords. See, these are the energies of you either recreating something, or, you going and having breakthroughs and success. So you can't spew negativity and to a new situation, a new love, or even to be able to reconcile. I was going to say reconcile with anybody if you still feel negative. So your thoughts and your clarity has to be whole before you go out and send negativity into the world. And that is just who I am as a person. And so I can understand this reading, especially when it comes to business. Yeah. See, this is you understanding where you are in life. And at some point, you have to know that the Queen of Wands energy is somebody with confidence and clarity. You have to have confidence, and you have to have success, and you have to believe within the things that you want and the things that you do. And that's who the Queen of Wands is. And at some point, it just takes for you to have the courage to be able to separate yourself in order for you to go after your passions and figure out the things that you need to do. And that is a part of you manifesting, not just daydreaming, not because things are getting intense. It says the intensity of a true soul connection includes highs and lows. So you have to really be able to say, is this intense feeling of me feeling broken, or dealing with broken people, or feeling like I've been foolish and I've been in a daze and I've been just accepting anything? Is this just something that they're trying to lure me into? Or is this something that I'll be able to kind of see and have a new beginning when it comes to love in certain situations, if that makes sense? And so that is kind of how I see things when it comes to what you're doing right now. And it's easier said than done. You have to deal with things the way that you see fit. You can't deal with them. Hold on one second. My baby is right there. Okay, she's fine. She's talking to her dad. But yeah, so those are the things that you have to do in order for you to be stable within your own self. You can't do it on anybody else's terms. Hold on one second. I'm going to pause while they're talking. Hold on. Yeah, so that is where you have the realization, and it's going to ruffle feathers. Me being away might ruffle your feathers, but you dealing with my load and me dealing with your load, I might not be able to deal with what you have going on. And I have a lot going on, but I just say that to say that my reconciliation, or the rekindling of us, is me feeling like I've cheated on you because I haven't been around, and knowing how we are as cancers and how strong this is when it comes to our lives. But at some point, you have to understand where certain situations lie within you, and not be able to be afraid to put things on pause, not necessarily in them, but put things on pause to gain a new perspective and see the beauty in why you decided to do things and why you decide to make certain decisions. Mine's is not about love, mine's is about business, and somebody else's could be about love, some can be about a job, and if you should stay. But those are the things and situations that we go through in order to be able to make these types of decisions. So if this is in love, in regards to love, this is the love deck, and I don't know what the name of it is. It's an oracle deck. It is, yeah, broken trust. So you have to be able to gain trust in any situation. And so, it says cheating, like I just said to you, I can't put it any clearer. I feel like I was cheating on you guys. And I probably broke trust within you and you being able to support me in regards to, supporting my channel. But we all have to go through these things, and shapeshifter and mimicking, we can't just keep mimicking or shape shifting. And when I say that, you could be dealing with a snake. My point is that we can't keep molding ourselves to fit and align in everybody else's situation, if that makes sense. And I'm going to tell you that these cards, the beginning of the cards, if you see, my nails might be different, I'm not sure, whatever, but it took me a couple of days to even talk about this thing here. So where you saw me start off at this point with the cards, the tarot cards, these other cards have been sitting here. I'm gonna piece the puzzles together when I edit this. But yeah, unexpected. All of a sudden, when things happen, all of a sudden, you have to learn how to understand, which are tower moments, and dealing with somebody who is shape shifting, that it wants to mimic the things that you do, or you are mimicking things and mirroring certain situations and just tired of it, tired of going with the flow. And sometimes you just have to be able to look at things in a different, yeah. So healing and releasing, you have to release some certain situations, and especially when it comes to legal matters, disputes, or anything. And so this is where you have to be able to realize what the heart needs and what the heart wants, and a call hearing from them. So back to the rekindling, this could be the manifestation that you needed to sit down and say, will I be able to do this? Will I be able to go back to this job and feel whole? Will I be able to deal with this person? Will I be able to accept and forgive truly? Or will I be able to manifest and be able to get through the situations when it comes to finances, business, creating new endeavors? Will I be able to do all of these things without upsetting anyone, or without breaking trust of the people who really understand me and really see the beauty in me? But also, these are the things that you contemplate before walking away from certain situations, if that makes sense, especially when it comes into love. Now, what lies beneath is the card deck that's here. So let's see what lies beneath. Yeah, keeping a promise. So you had a promise going when it came to dealing with this situation. You kept a promise. You feel like, again, like I say, this could be how you guys feel about me. You hearing from me after almost a month, or this could be a person. You're trying to figure out if this is something that you're able to deal with. And so, keeping a promise, I promise to you guys that we will get through this together. And when I go through something, or anybody goes through something, you have to really look at certain things and say, okay, I'm not fake. I'm not a fake friend. I'm not keeping a secret from you. What I'm doing is I'm healing. And sometimes a lot of people are fake and they are shapeshifters, and they're burning the evidence so that you won't find out the truth. But you're an empath. You know that it has to be something going on in order for you to feel this way, to feel down and to feel out, if that makes sense. And so this is a tarot deck. I think it's a 78 door tarot deck. Yeah, all my cards are in the upright. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. So the Knight of Cups in the reverse just lets you know that this is you being in a moody situation, not being happy. It's our birthday and things like that. We should be able to celebrate certain situations, but you're not happy about where you are right now or how you feel. And so not being happy, and I can not, I'm not going to say I'm not happy. I'm going to say this. It's not that I'm not happy. It's that I have to think of another plan or figure out what the other plans are. Eight of Cups. See, Eight of Cups come out here being unsure, and this has to do with business for me, not my channel, but it has to do with personal business and how I manifest magician energy out of this feeling. I manifest and I get out of this feeling when I have a realization. And that's what we all have to learn about, how to deal with conflict in our brain, dealing with people, dealing with certain situations. And sometimes you're not going to be able to keep your promise, especially when it comes to the fake people in your life. And you're not trying to keep secrets, you're trying to be honest about things. And that's where it gets intense, because this is when you get into your Queen of Swords bag. And, the Queen of Swords, this lady here, I don't know if it's going to clear up. Hold on, if it's gonna focus. She looks like she's crying and she has a hanger. Look, that reminds me, no more wire hangers. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who is able to be unbiased and not judge anybody and set clear boundaries and be very direct. That's hard for us. So when it comes to disputes and somebody that has broken trust or makes you feel like they didn't keep a promise, you have to come here. You have to turn around. Okay, so what I was saying is that you just have to understand that you got to keep rolling with the punches, no matter if you feel like things around you aren't right or somebody's keeping secrets, whatever the situation is. But whatever that intense feeling that you feel, you're trying to figure out if this is you being stagnant again, or a fool, you know what I mean, about certain situations. But that's where the overthinking Eight of Swords energy comes in at. The overthinking comes when you want to collaborate with people or rekindle things, or, try to figure out if this person is really a friend or a certain situation. And I don't know why this came out like this again. This is a couple of days of me sitting here with these cards at my desk, not the tarot, and the High Priestess energy. You have to trust your intuition no matter the situation. And so sometimes your intuition tells you just to sit still. That's the easiest way that I know how to do things. Sit still and not question, and just basically ascend. And this is the Ascended Life Oracle, just so you know, and just ascend through the things that you cannot change. No, you're not going to be able to change how somebody feels. You're not going to be able to change the things that, people do. Yeah, evil eye and third party situations. It says you are protected. Understand that. Cleanse and protect your energy. Cleansing and protecting your energy is staying away from jealous people, near understanding that jealous people are nearby, and being careful who you trust, because again the snake came out, and that's the uneasy energy of you trying to make a decision in the Queen of Swords energy, which is hard, but it has to take for you to get to those certain steps and those certain feelings in order for you to make those intense decisions. And so that's where the intense energy comes out. The daydreaming is trying to figure out if you're being mean or if you're being facetious, or if you, because see, at the end of the day, justice will appear and you will have a realization. Again, this disputes energy is the same thing as the judgment energy, having a realization that justice is going to come, but your creativity has to continuously flow. When it comes to you being focused on expressing yourself, that's when you get in your Queen of Swords energy. But sometimes it can be considered bitter if you're not really clear of what it is that you want to do. So you're going to start following your creative things and understanding that sometimes you have to pull your energy back in order for you to be able to get to a situation to where you feel comfortable with just opening up and just, seeing what it is and not feeling bad about decisions that you make. So that's kind of how I see that. Yeah. So the rest and rejuvenation, I can tell you that the last month I've been in my bed. I've been in my bed. I've been, sending strength and healing to everybody. I've been trusting in my intuition, again, High Priestess energy, trusting in myself and in the universe, and knowing that the disruptions are coming. 16. This is card number 16. This is the Tower. Again, knowing that disruptions will come when you're trying to move forward and do things, And I got two more classes and I'm finished school, and I'm going to a different one. And that's the thing. I think the truth is with me, card number 20 is judgment. Again, facing your fears, facing yourself, and understanding that, where's judgment at? Understanding that you are the person who is able to make the decisions and have the realizations that you need, seeing the truth for what it is, So those are big, heavy things for me. Should I go to law school? Should I do this? Should I, all of these things. And, the shadow self, again, card number 18 is the moon energy. I have to remember why I started this, my creativity, the reasons why I'm there for people, the reasons why, I have to walk away from certain situations that don't serve me. And that is my story. Whatever your story is, whether it be love, whether it be business, whether it be jobs, whether it be starting over, these are the decisions that you have to make, because with these major cards out here, the major arcana cards out here, your intuition, which is High Priestess energy, listening to your instincts, trusting your intuition. Card number 16, which is a tower, expect the unexpected. The disruptions are going to come. And the card number 20, which is the truth, is you facing yourself and facing your fears and your truth and not worried about whether this rekindle will come, whether you will, you made the wrong decision down the line or you're making the wrong decision. You're making a decision that sits within your heart. And if you're being judged based upon that, then that's on someone else, has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. So I see these cards over here. I'm going to pull if it's in regards to dealing with a twin flame, to dealing with a soulmate or a twin flame soulmate or karmic partner. I'll pull those. Let me get the card deck over here. And if you can tell, I moved my desk again. I'm telling you, in the process of me being creative, I have to go and I have to move things around and I have to see things in a different light. And where I was in my office behind me, it's a big space. It's a big space. But my feng shui calendar says that that is where I get to thinking, what is it called? Defense, be defensively, or chaos and things like that. And this is success. And those are how I deal with certain things. And so I changed my whole office around. It is a mess, but you have to understand where you feel and what makes your heart happy. And that is what I've been trying to get you guys to understand. It's not about how somebody else feels about you. It's about you doing the things that makes you happy. You feeling the way that's going to make you happy. You loving the way that's going to make you happy. And at the end of the day, the way somebody else feels about you, that has nothing to do with you. It has to do with themselves. So let me get this card deck and I'll get a couple of other ones too. Okay, so as you see, I pulled more card decks than I expected, but this is I think it's the archetype deck, the finance deck, the twin flame soulmate and karmic partner deck. This is the how to move with love deck, I think, and this is the emotions deck. So let's pull from the archetype deck. I think this is the archetype deck. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, let's see what it is and the type of energies that you've been around because again, having to make this decision and feeling like there is some type of endings that cause new beginnings, which happens, and you're looking in your shadow self, and basically remembering moon energy. Yeah, somebody who felt like they were hiding, and you see right through that bullshit. That's the reason why it comes in reverse. My cards are not in reverse. That's the reason why it comes in reverse. Somebody who, yeah, is toxic. So maybe this person isn't toxic anymore. That's a big maybe. Maybe it is that you felt this way, but you have to realize that Taurus energy, it's like they're not hurting you, they're hurting themselves. And so when it comes to that type of energy, you have to understand that that's the Hierophant energy, but it's needing clarification. So at the same time, with the Hierophant being in a Taurus card, you have to know that this person only cared about themselves and they had to change their faith and the toxic ways. And so it's not about the looks. And that's where you had to look at it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. And so that is more unsure energy where you were contemplating even being their friend. So you didn't even want to be their friend because they just felt like, yeah, that it was all about the looks and all the bullshit, not the toxicity that they were doing and not them, yeah, them being a player. So that's the type of energy that you were dealing with if this has had to do with love or a situationship. If this has to do with money, and this could date, all of these could be the same energy. But if this had to do with money, you guys, happy birthday again. We are getting it together mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and physically. We are the ones, yeah, life purpose. You had to discover your life purpose and go after your destiny. Has nothing to do with anybody else. When you have to take time out for yourself, that is for you to better yourself. And if somebody is mad at that, bye. Bye. And so you had to figure out what your life purpose is, and you had to sit still in order to realize if this person would be able to, uh, before you move forward, if you would be able to rekindle anything with this person based upon what your life choices are and how you see things and your truths and you trusting within your intuition. They're admiring you from afar because again, you removed this person out of your and walked away because of the evidence of them just being just childish. And so the life purpose, I'll read that, and it says, you will have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. So this is the same energies here. Where is it at? Sorry. Right, here we go. Page of Swords and Ace of Swords. This is that same energy. This is you knowing and understanding. And this is you being able to have clarity in regards to what it is that you need and want out of your life purpose, right? So it says ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. But in the process, and like I said to you, when it says for you to rest and relax, where is it at? When it says to rest and relax, rejuvenate right here. Wait, where's it at? Right here. Rejuvenate. This is what I had to do for this last month. Rest and rejuvenate. Four swords energy. This is what I had to do. I had to relax. I had to, meditate. I had to contemplate. I had to sit down. But at the end of the day, I had to trust my intuition that I'm doing this for my cause and for the betterment of everyone else. You can't go out and spew negativity when you're dealing with your emotions like that. You just can't do that because that's wrong. It's wrong to be able to hurt someone. Hurt people. And I'm not a hurt person. And so I'm not going to sit there and just keep spewing things because I know that the cards say it. Because if I don't feel that way, then I just can't. It's just not in my power. And so believe in your dreams and passions. It is your calling to follow them. Whatever leads you to this point, whatever led you to this point in your life, it was directed. It was. Hold on, that's my son. Hold on one second. Okay, so where I left off at, that's my grandbaby's beads. All right. So where I left off at is that you got to trust in your intuition. And when it comes to destiny and understanding that the clarity that you need to have, and when it comes to your life purpose, sometimes you got to sit back and you just got to let things happen the way they're supposed to. And it's easier said than done. So I can't fault anyone for even, um, this is learned behavior. Just like we learn when we were children how to listen to our parents and how to do what our parents say and how to, you know, learn this, thou, these, the commandments and all these other things. These are things when it comes to, yeah, love, romance, and what, expectations and things like this. So this is twin flame soulmate and also karmic partner. The karmic side of this situation is lusting. It love or lust? The sex can be out of this world, but do you really have this deep connection? What does this person really add to your life besides good sex? And so those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. This is karmic energy. So all back here, the broken, the things like that, everything that you're walking away from, it's because the way that you grew up, you have to unlearn to relearn. And I say that with the four agreements to listen to it, but it's about romance. Hold on, turn that down. Yeah, it's about romance. And so when it comes to romance and love and just relationships in general will cause you to um, respectfully dumb yourself down, jobs, things like that, and to keep waiting for things to change or to get better until there's some type of disruptions. Either they fire you, either they do something negative in a negative perspective for you to learn. But when it comes to romance, the twin flame part of it is turn it down. The twin flame part, it says open yourself up to love. It's your time to receive. Stay open minded during this time and allow the flow of your love to heal you. I guess that's what it's supposed to be saying. But the thing is, it's like we cut everything off. We cut everything off, and that's the karmic side when we love and we can't tell the difference between lust and love, and not even that when we are just the ebb and flows of this back and forth and shouldn't I, or will I be this, or if I don't do this, someone might not like me. Well, you know what? You have so many people in this world that you've come in contact with. If one person doesn't like you because you decided to set boundaries, well, that's where you are. And to strengthen yourself and to say, you know what, I am who I am, and I'll be who I be. Popeye, right? My best friend told me that because she has stuff going on, and the only thing we can do is just be strong with for each other, and be strong with based upon the situations that we have no control over, and just be strong enough to be able to go through with them. But I am what I am, and I am going to be what I'm going to be, comes with a lot of conflict. Seven of Wands energy, a lot of unsure energy of why this is happening to me. Why is it? This is Yeah, justice. Why am I receiving this type of energy? Justice, consequences of your actions, but it comes with unsure energy. And that's the thing. We always second guess and we always doubt, but we always allow. And I used to say this to one of my friends. You're like asphalt. You let people walk all over you in a respectful way. It's because you love. We love differently. Everybody loves differently. If you see, I'm over here watching a court case. You guys, I got 2 more months left, and then I have to make the big decision on whether to go to law school. And that's the scary thing for me right now because do I want to start my career over? Well, it's not going to be starting it over. Six of Cups energy, yeah, it's the nostalgia, the love, the things like that. Do I start my career over? And why am I doing this? What is the purpose of this? But accomplishing things, and that's where I'm at. Three of Wands energy is looking and seeing the direction that you need to go to, and therefore you have to understand that regardless on what you decide to do, you have to be the disruptor of the chaos. You have to be the disruptor. And sometimes when it comes to you understanding, wait, I was going to tell you who this card deck is by, Cancer Baby Tarot. Cancer Baby Tarot, or Tarot of Light, I think that's who it is, who her name is. And Six of Wands, yeah, there's going to be victory if you just go after the things that you want. But it takes to walk away, to grow up, to understand the difference between love and lust, and dealing with players, the type of energies, the shadow energies, and you understanding that it's going to be intense no matter what you do. It's going to be intense because you have to decide whether you want to be here, whether you want to walk away, what you want to do. But it's always you having your cake and eating it too, or you not having your cake and eating it too, or you being ridiculed because of the things that you decide to do, if that makes sense. And so the Six of Wands energy is you're going to be successful no matter what you decide to do, because you didn't do things out of haste. Turn that down, kid. You didn't do things out of haste. You didn't do things out of anger. Knight of Swords, you did things. It says always follow your heart. No, no, no. That's the Knight of Cups. The um the king, the Knight of Swords energy, it says be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, and go after it in a single-minded determination. The Three of Wands energy lets you know that you're looking ahead for growth, but you have to be tough in regards to not questioning why there's conflict there or why there's injustice there, but understanding that you have to be tough in the process. Eight of Swords, and yeah, and the overthinking part is going to always keep you stagnant. But when it comes to the Nine of Swords, the anxiety that you have in regards to the opinions of others and understanding what your life purpose is, you have to trust in your intuition. High Priestess energy, Page of Swords energy, and know that you have the clarity. But at the same time, when it comes to the Page of Swords, you have to be able to have a thirst for knowledge and research and understand your truths are not everybody else's truths. So there's going to be a lot of shapeshifters, a lot of snakes. There's going to be a lot of unsure energy to where if you should snap or if how you should do things. But when it comes to the Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles just basically is you understanding that you have the power to manifest anything that you want. You can have finances, you can have anything and everything that you want. But the Page of Pentacles also lets you know that sometimes it's going to be situations that you're not going to be able to answer for yourself. There's going to be things that you have to, look at things in a different light to see the synchronicities. You have to understand that there's going to be new empires, there's going to be new opportunities, there's going to be new things that you have to have a realization about. But there's going to be a lot of change. But with that change comes Ten of Wands energy, which is burdens. Change brings burdens. It brings all those things up to the forefront, and you have to be in the Knight of Coins energy. The Knight of Coins energy, or the Knight of Pentacles energy, is understanding is that you have to work hard through this thing. The Knight of Pentacles energy, it tells you to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to do the work no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many burdens it is. You have to be able to do the work. And if that means going into hermit mode and shutting yourself off for the time being, in order for you to win at love or the things that you're passionate about, that's what this deck is, I think, is the Win at Love deck. In order for you to win at love, or to win about the thing, win the things that you're passionate about, which is your life purpose, yeah, you have to heal your inner child wounds. You have to heal the wounds and understand that you're not going to be able to heal anybody else's wounds. You're going to have to only look at yours and be able to say, you know what? I did what I could with all of these past situations. And the only thing that I can do is know that hurt people. And I wasn't one of those people. So it says, when you bring your inner child into view, you can start to see how you can limit yourself from experiencing and cultivating healthier from experiencing and cultivating healthier relationships. And that is where you find your life purpose, and you understand why either sometimes you have to know if this twin flame energy is worth it, or you have to understand your truth, because your truth is that sometimes, again, respectfully, like I said, with the four agreements, you have to unlearn to relearn, but we dumb ourselves down when it comes to things that we love and care about, and we are honest about, not honest about that too, but that we are passionate about. And so it says, accept your polarities and make use of it to win in love. So you have to be able to be in love with yourself and to be able to love your love and how you love, but also love the people that come around you and accept them and say, you know what? It's not my fault that they're this way. I'm going to be successful because I'm going to know the difference between lusting and love. And I'm going to know that I have to grow up and get out of this childhood phase and really start looking at things as I'm expanding, I'm growing, but I'm also not going to let anybody keep me stagnant. So it says love is the game of polarities between masculine and feminine, and even inside of you there is a light and dark. The goal is to balance it all and bring it to harm into harmony. And so that is where the allure, that's where the rekindling is, because is this person as bad as you think, or is this situation as bad as you think, or is it something that you are just so emotional over that you don't think it's going to be successful? You have to be able to heal your inner child wounds, because if you don't realize why you keep accepting the things, it's like, what is it called? What is that called? Doing the things over, insanity. You're just keep going on that 360 circle, around and round and round, like I said in the beginning, and you'll never stop until you learn the lesson, until you get to this point to where you learn how to cut everything off that no longer serves you. And sometimes we do it in a way of not wanting to be crude and ruled, or you know um unbiased or direct, and set those clear boundaries. So we question those things. Does that make sense? The true emotional deck, and then we're gonna pull from the crystal deck, and then we're gonna pull. Yeah, not happy. You're not happy with the situation of having to change and not really leave, and kind of leaving the people behind that you, yeah, but you see their true colors. That's the whole thing. You see their true colors, and seeing a person's true colors hurt, because they are turning their back on you. And again, it's a fairy tale to you, because remember, in the beginning, instead of you setting boundaries, what you did was you saw the potential in every person, in every situation, and it became a karmic lesson for you, because the same potential that you saw, these people ended up turning their back on you. And so when they turned their back on you, either turning their back is because they're broken, hurt people, like I say, but the karmic lesson for you is you understanding that no man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, or situation was here to teach you a lesson. And that lesson is for growth. And that lesson is for a rebirth. That lesson is to learn to heal your inner child wounds, to understand what it is and why you keep going round and around. And that's you discovering your life purpose, that it is okay to heal people. It is okay to see the truth and to see honesty within it, see people for who they are, but it also is okay to set boundaries and not to feel bad about them. And the fairy tale that you have lived, is to see the potential in others. And so maybe that's what it took so long for me to be able to say this message to you guys. It's our birthday season, but at some point we don't feel whole. Speak for some and not everyone. We don't feel whole when it comes to us having to set the rules until we get upset. And that's when it gets to the point to where we have to watch our words, and so time and time again, our words will change and we'll accept certain things, but we have to be like a business. We have these same guidelines and same, um what is it called, instructions for every employee, every person that joins our business, joins our operation. There is only one rule. There are rules that are not made to be broken, and that is when it comes to any friendship or any old friendship or any situationship or any job. If it feels like it's gonna take away from your life purpose and it's gonna bring back those wounds that you healed and you don't want to revisit, and you don't want to live in a fairy tale anymore, where that's when you have to understand the difference between lust and love, and you have to understand the difference between compromising and also setting boundaries. And that is where I think this reading came from. It took me a long time to sit here. I've sat here, I've moved my desk around from one side of my office to the other side, and I really have um, been able to sit and reflect on the messages that have been coming out, the destruction that's out there, the negative energy that can be. And you know what? If you rock with me and got my six, you got my six, and I don't have to worry about you um, walking away because of my absence, but knowing and that you're sending strength and healing towards me, and I do the same no matter what it is. If we touched, if we talked, if you like the video, you have my energy, and you always have my energy because you supported me when I didn't even know about supporting myself in this YouTube space. So I really love and appreciate you guys, and I wish you guys the happiest birthdays. And remember, I rock with you all day. So let's go ahead and pull from the crystal deck, and then we're going to go ahead and let this old energy go. We have the blue appetite, and then the four agreements. I'll put the links up above if you want to know my perspective on the chakras, and also for the four agreements. These are the chakra. The four agreements are is a book that you need to understand why it's okay to unlearn to relearn, because we learn things as a child from our parents, and our parents sometimes they lived and they taught us out of fear. So those fears went on to our child, our children, and our perspectives of whatever it is. And learning everything from a different faith, from all those different things, we have to be able to survive on our own as adults. And sometimes that's when we start to neglect ourselves and accept the bullshit from everybody else, if that makes sense. So again, it's progress, not perfection. And you guys are my sunshine. And it's like I want everyone, every girl or everyone, to know that their voice can change the world. And that is why I'm here. I'm going back to my old channel, The World is Waiting, as well, and doing all sign channels. And it's going to be a lot. And believe you can, and you're halfway there if you could see that sign. And yeah, they told me I couldn't. That's why I did. And that has always been my reason to move forward and do the things that everybody else did not expect, because I know my worth. I know my worth. And so I hope you guys are in that situation to where you're understanding who you are, and you're not afraid to say no and set those boundaries. So there you have it. Because if you're not at this point, you might not be happy. You might not be happy. And I'm going to go ahead and read the blue appetite from the crystal deck. It's the throat and the third eye chakra. Yes, trusting your intuition, and also speaking your mind and saying what it is, but not trying to hurt people's feelings, because again, your thing is to understand that no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, and every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, or situation was here to teach you a lesson. This is about spiritual guidance, yes, self-expression and clarity. And that's what this reading is about. It's about clarity, having clarity to know that sometimes you just have to pull your energy back in order for you to and focus on your truth. And sometimes those are the lessons that we need to have to be able to go and figure out and find a way, because success is at the end of those things. And it says, I see clearly and express myself with ease. I'm okay with telling you where I've been. I'm okay with telling you what I've been going through. I'm okay with everything that I've been through in my life, and I wouldn't change it for the world, because it taught me to believe in myself, and to trust in my intuition, and to trust in the things, and to sit still when I don't have an answer, and not to look for anybody else for answers. And I'm okay with that. I'm not living in someone else's fairy tale. I'm living in my own. And whatever I decide to create, I'm going to create it. And that's a part of being a magician and being able to manifest, whether it comes to money, whether it comes to the life or the job or whatever you want. But you have to believe in yourself. And it says, don't take anything personally. It says, see other people as they are. And this is a rose-colored glasses, who they are. Don't stop looking through rose-colored glasses and seeing potential in everybody else. See them for who they are. You know who they are. So they shouldn't be able to disappoint you, because we're empathic. We understand these things. So nobody should be able to disappoint you, because you already seen that. And it's no need to walk away, because you're setting boundaries moving forward to anybody who you feel like has not respected your time, your energy, your space. And that's just how it is. And so it says, When you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it's okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid you will discover that they are not perfect. Hurt people hurt people. You already saw that. You already saw that. You've been seeing this as from a childhood perspective, from how your parents were. Your parents raised you through fear. Some of them did, not all of them. So take what resonates. But your situationships, your relationships, your friendships, all of those things are either they're doubting you or they're doubting your capabilities, and all you're doing is being supportive. And so sometimes a boundaries need to be set because you see the bullshit, but you just keep constantly giving people the benefit of the doubt because it's easier to do that. It's easier to do that. And that is okay, but not in 2024. Not no more. You're going to be successful. You're going to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. And that's a part of you understanding your life purpose. So let's let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys. I miss you. I feel like I've been cheating on you. And I'm back. And yes, you can check my other channel out. The World is Waiting. I will be posting videos there. My energy was not off, but I had to do some refiguring. And before I go out and spew anything negative or whatever, I wanted to make sure that I come back and say happy birthday to you guys. I haven't forgot about you, and I love you guys. All right.